and away we go. Have to unclip the sides of the filter frames. Take the filter frames out. You can turn the lamp sideways, which helps you get the other filter frame out. Maybe I should pay attention to where the camera is pointing. Have a great picture of you and your feet. This garden sprayer thing is from Home Depot. It does a really good job. Back in. The most important thing about putting the filter frames back in is there's little clips on the bottom there. You have to make sure that it goes onto those clips all the way around. Push up on the clutch lever. That lets you move the carbons on their own. You want to take the nut ultimately all the way out, because you're going to want to clean the threads and put some never sees on the threads, because that makes it so that the arc doesn't burn the threads. Otherwise you wind up replacing those things entirely too often. Maybe I should have chosen a machine that actually had a light on it. Down here, you want to get all of the ash off of those, because it does kind of arc a little bit underneath the holder. Trying to get all the flash and the smut off of the parts. And keep track of which way this nut goes on, because it will only go on and off one way. This is a dry test. That's why there's no water down in the bottom of the machine. I want to get all the water off the threads, because we're going to put never sees on it, and otherwise it'll percolate out of there. Yeah, we're going to flip the vacuum on, because what we want to do is get all of the goobers that are on underneath, and especially around in the back of the holder. And if you want, or actually you can, you want to take and kind of clean this out in here to make sure that there's no ash in that seat. Because if there's ash in the seat, it will arc through the ash and it'll actually ruin the holder. Oh, we got a lamp lead off down there. This is the never sees. Oh, it's a little hard to see what we're doing here, but you put that in from the back. The reason he's got his finger up in the back there is to keep him from coming too far forward, but also once you get the plate and the nut back on, you're going to want to be able to get the carbon back up into that hole, and it's a little bit of a chore, just kind of a little bit of a move that you'll have to get good at. You get 3 carbons, 3 small, 3 large. And you got to kind of learn how to hold all the carbons in position while you tighten up the nut. You want to over tighten it, because if you over tighten it, you'll hear a crack because that upper carbon will snap in the back there. Just the action of the holder is kind of a shearing motion, so it's got to be nice and snug, but not overly snug. You know what? At the angle it was at, it really looks out of, it really looks misaligned. And once again, you want to get that on there, but you want to make sure all of those clips on the side are actually out before you start clipping them down, otherwise it'll break the glass. And that's the name of that tune.